Hello, everyone. Freestyle Repertory Theater and Synergy Theater proudly present Right Away. It's a show, it's a jam, it's the best of both worlds, and it is starting right away. Hello, folks. Welcome to Right Away. I'm Laura Livingston, the artistic director of Freestyle Repertory Theater here in New York City. Right Away is a show that is all about rough drafts and getting them read right away. Here's how it works. We have four playwrights here this evening. They will have 45 minutes to write a show based on suggestions from the live audience here in our Zoom room. And at the end of those 45 minutes, the playwrights will come back and read the plays that they have made just for us. During that 45 minutes, everyone who is here in the Zoom room live, and also those of you who are not live, maybe watching on video later or watching on a streaming service, you're invited to play a series of improv games with me, writing games. Most people like to use a paper and a pencil, and most people like to see me while they're doing it. So here I am. And after we'll be writing things and reading them to each other for 45 minutes, and then we'll hear the playwrights come back and read what they've written. So those of you who are participating live on Zoom, I've asked you to mute yourself and turn off your camera for now, but pretty soon I'm going to ask you to come back on, and when that happens, I would love for you to switch your videos on. But do know that we are live streaming. So if you're committing a crime, like you've got elephant tusks hanging in back of you or something like that, we'll understand if you're participating without video. I do also understand if you just want to watch, but it is so much fun to have a bunch of people participating on screen, supporting each other and giving each other the thumbs up and everything. I also invite you to open the chat feature, which is somewhere right about here. That's how we'll be getting the suggestions for our playwrights. And speaking of them, I would like to introduce them to you right away. First off, we have a playwright who's had work produced at Freight and Salvage in Berkeley, California. She's currently writing with Monday Night Playground, where she has won 2 People's Choice Awards and 1 production in the Best of the Playground Festival in San Francisco. She's a founding member, playwright, and sometime host of Right Away. Please welcome Lisa Gay Thompson. Hello, Lisa.
Hello. Right
So,
away.
yes.
Yes.
You're our only playwright coming from the West Coast. You got any report you want to give us there?
Well, it's blistering 91 degrees and there
Yikes.
are no fires in my vicinity. So that's the news. That's big
That
news.
that is excellent. I've recently returned from the Rocky Mountains where, no fire is a great forecast.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right. We'll see you in a bit, Lisa.
See ya.
Let me get your fellow writers on here. The next one is an actor, improviser, flying trapeze artist and coach, teaching artist, and playwright. She studies playwriting with Arlene Hutton, whom many of you have seen on Right Away here, and maybe seen a lot of her plays because a lot of them get done around all over the place. Our playwright studies with Arlene at the Barrow Group in New York City, and the Barrow Group is where a compilation of her short plays, collectively titled "Where's the Baby? Parenting in Pieces," received a stage reading, and several of those pieces have received recognition and productions, including one in Australia as a winner of the Malvern Theatre Company's short playwriting competition. She has been a performer, show creator, teaching artist with Freestyle Repertory Theater since 2001. Please welcome Laura Valpy.
Woohoo! Oh my goodness.
I
That was a
know. I'm glad you
mouthful.
had the energy to join us tonight. I'm
Me
very
too. I'm thrilled. I feel like every time I didn't do last month, And it always feels like an age. It's like, oh my gosh, I haven't been here in so long. And I don't know, school's starting. It feels like a whole new, like this feels like the new year or and spring cleaning time and whatever else. I don't know.
I feel that Rosh Hashanah has got it right. This is the beginning of the new
That's
year.
what
I
it
don't know
feels. I
why we
really,
ever
yeah,
changed it.
yeah.
Um,
So yes, very happy to be back.
all right, all right. We'll see you in a bit. Got a couple of more people I want to get in here. And they want to be here because they are invited. Our next playwright, it's her first time with us in Right Away. She's worked extensively in public radio, public television, and has also written for online publications. She was the co-founder and executive producer of the news and culture website All Over Albany. She was the writer, producer, and host of the nationally syndicated radio program 51%. She wrote the book for the musical Max and Millie, which appeared at Lincoln Center in New York City as part of the Across a Crowded Room project. And her script for the PBS documentary No Ordinary Lives, The War Years in Troy, New York, earned her a New York State Broadcasters Award. Please welcome Mary Darcy. Mary.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
You're coming to us today from upstate Manhattan, I believe.
Yes, from 181st Street. That's what we call it, upstate Manhattan, Washington Heights. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's good to see you.
Good to be seen.
How are you feeling about this first
I
venture
am a
into
little nervous. I mean, first time out, and
That's how we like them.
we all rehearsed together, and I was just blown away by the level of talent that I was just unbelievable. I want to see full produced versions of the plays that I saw in rehearsal. So yeah, I'm a little
Well,
nervous, but excited to be here.
I like to keep the stakes low here. So I'm just going to say I'll be happy if my computer runs through the whole thing. All right, Mary, I got one more person to bring on. Let me bring him in. We're very excited.
Okay, see you soon.
Yeah. All right. Our fourth playwright in our pool of four playwrights did improv back in the 90s with Theater Sports New York, a company that grew up to be Freestyle Repertory Theater. He grew up to be an Emmy-nominated TV writer. He and his writing partner, Chris Marshall, who's also been on this show with us, have written for Beavis and Butthead, News Radio, Frasier, How I Met Your Mother, Hot in Cleveland, Disjointed, and What We Do in the Shadows. Thank you for slumming with us, Sam Johnson. Are you there, Sam? There you
I'm here.
are.
I'm here, and I don't consider it slumming. This is where I want to be. The Emmys, that's slumming.
That, you know,
Overcrowded,
yeah,
terrible food. Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of heavy drinkers.
I hear that most of the shows really sucked.
Yeah, exactly.
I never watch TV. I only attend live theater.
That's the true art. Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's great to
Legitimate
have
theater.
you here. I
Great to
said
be here.
only Lisa was coming from California, but I don't know. Do you get views like that for any other, like what's behind
Yeah.
you?
Yes,
other-
I'm sorry. The sun is coming in. I am in Santa Monica right now. I am in California. Yeah,
Very
definitely.
nice. Very nice. I love being bi-coastal. I'm proud of it. I'm not
Yeah.
ashamed to say it. All right. Let's get all of our playwrights on screen here. Let me just check and see if I need to let anyone else in. I think they're all in. Yep. So if you haven't, people who are live in the Zoom room in our audience /jam, if you haven't already, turn on that chat feature down there because we are going to get the suggestions for these folks to start their plays. Wow, you all have been chatting already. This is awesome. I got 12 things in here. This is excellent. All right, so here we go. Lisa, so let me say, if you're new to our Zoom room, new to our jam, the chat feature is where you're going to type in your suggestions for these folks. So get those fingers going. And we'll get a suggestion from Lisa Gay Thompson to start her play. What would you like from this sparkling bunch in the Zoom room?
All right, I'm thinking about endings. And So I would really like a last line, but just to make it interesting, how about a first line too? First line, last line.
A first line and a last line. I'm going to add in people in the Zoom room. If you only can think of one line, just type that one in. This is
Absolutely.
a show where whatever you think of is right.
Yep, they don't have to be together. Mix and match kind of situation here.
Here we go.
Where shall we go? You shouldn't have done it that way. Oh, that's good.
Is my dad here?
No. Okay, I now
That
pronounce.
was actually
you-
my dad, Laura. My dad said that.
I now pronounce you, and the divorce is now final. That's very good. And with that, I said goodbye to my cat of 16 years. Ooh. This is hard. Oh my God. Okay, I better start picking. The bird flew in through the window and landed on his shoulder. This is hard, but it's worth it. Have you seen my shoes? How can I extricate myself? Okay.
Lisa,
Yes.
the choice is just going to get harder. You got to
I
pick
know,
one.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna go with I now pronounce you, and the divorce is now final.
Groovy. All right. Laura Velpe, I believe you were next in line.
Awesome. These are so great, by the way. So the discussion right before the show started is that my daughter is going to learn to play the guitar, and her teacher said, yeah, an electric guitar is easier to learn on. And then my son wants to learn how to play the drums. So I would like a noise. I would like a noise as my suggestion.
Man, I think you'd be asking
describe
for
it,
quiet
describe it.
while you can get it.
Like a dog barking, or I don't know. Mic drop. Nice. A squawking bird. Yep. Ooh, fingernails on blackboard. Oh, helicopter circling. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. Broken guitar string spring. Yeah. Cat gagging. Oh my gosh. These are great. Oh God, they're good. They're good. I'm gonna go with broken guitar strings just because that's where I was.
Yep,
Thank
yep,
you.
far out. Mary Darcy, what do you need to get started?
Okay, I am in the middle of public radio fund drive right now. So I would like a cause that, real or imagined, that you would like to give money to.
The first 10 suggestions are going to be public radio
Yeah, I know, right?
as well. They should.
You know
We'll
what?
just-
A cause
we'll
that
just-
you would, yeah, a cause you'd like to give money to, and maybe something that inspires you.
Here we go.
Because I'm trying to inspire people to give money. Hobo Hospice House. Oh, that's dark. Okay, performing arts. Octopus with missing limbs. I asked for it. This is great. Caterpillar Protection Fund. Baking
Gonna-
with Yeast podcast.
I also got Reformed Southern Bell.
There's
Reform School.
Reformed Southern Bell Reform School. I like that. Reformed Southern Bell. Um, soundproof room for Laura Velpe.
All right.
All right.
What you doing, Mary?
I think the Caterpillar Protection Fund.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sam Johnson.
Okay, well, I turned over a few ideas, but I think I'd like to hear something you've been able to do in a dream that you wouldn't normally do in real life. Something you've been able to do in a dream. Fly. Yeah, good. Okay. You've done Tony Bourdain in a dream. I like it. Many of us have. That's so interesting because I was also thinking of kitchens and something in a kitchen, but couldn't come up with a good suggestion for that, a good prompt for that. Extra flexible limbs, jump in time, location. Oh yeah, that's good. That might be raise one eyebrow. Yeah. Yeah, right. I've dreamed similarly. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Uh I think let's try jump in time location. Let's see how
Sounds
that
good.
works.
All
Thank you,
right.
Chandra.
This sounds great. Let's just do a quick round of reminding everyone what we ended up with. Lisa, what did you take?
I went with, I now pronounce you, and the divorce is now final as the last line.
Valpy, what did you get?
I got broken guitar strings.
And Mary
I got the Caterpillar Protection Fund.
and Sam.
I asked for something you could dream, you could do in a dream and jump in time or location.
Excellent, excellent. So, um, we're going to send you off with just these suggestions for 45 minutes. And I want you to keep an eye out for texts because this is not the end of our input into your endeavors. I want to remind you, this is improv. This is a rough draft. Whatever you write will be right. Write it as fast as you can with no judgment because you don't have enough time. On your mark, get set, right away. See you around, Mary.
See you around. I'm trying to arrange there we go. I'm out of here. Stop video.
And while they're going away and tuning us out as best they can, now's the moment when I'm inviting everyone who is in our live audience to turn your cameras back on and wave hello. If you haven't already, grab a paper and pencil, or if you want to write on your screen, that's fine. But a lot of times it really helps for you to be able to see your screen. I just want to give you a quick reminder that we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're up to no good stuff you don't want anyone to see, you're more than welcome to participate anonymously. But honestly, it helps me so much to be able to see people in the jam and see how things are going, how much more time you want, just to let me know that you're still with me. This show started out during a lockdown, back when we all had to visibly support each other as much as we possibly could. And I still like that feeling. You have some options if you haven't done this before on how you want to see us. If you hover your cursor up in the right corner of your screen, you can see things like speaker view, gallery view. Do whatever you want to there. If you want to just see who's talking or if you want to see everybody, whatever you choose is not going to affect how other people see us. And let's start this jam. First of all, I want to say it's not a class. It's with me when I'm hosting, it's much more like Mad Libs. So any of these prompts I'm giving you are not assignments. They're just something to get us all started and to entertain me with a variety of responses that come up. I'm endlessly fascinated by that. So it's improv. It's all about being spontaneous and supporting each other's creativity. And if you've never ever done improv before, I've just told you the whole secret. We have two rules: say yes, make each other look good. So when you're writing, I feel that saying yes is like just going with your first idea, just going with it, developing that. All ideas are good at this point. So there's no point in deciding if it's good enough or not. Don't even bother with the critique. And also, I appreciate it if you approach reading your work with that same sort of attitude. When others are reading, we ask you to keep your camera on to give them some of that visual support, thumbs up, a little clapping, whatever. And here we go. So let's just start with something that is simple Very simple, not always easy. If you are not on camera with us and you do want to read when the time comes around, just give me a yell or maybe even raise your hand. I might be able to notice that. So here's the first thing. I'm going to say a word, and I would love it if you would just write your first response to that word. I'm going to give you nanoseconds to do it so that there is no time to edit. So here we go. First word, glass. Second word, noise. You're writing your response to this now. Third word, expert. Next one, terminal. And the next one, spent. That's it. If you wrote a word in response to everything I said, you did it absolutely perfectly. Couldn't have been better. Let's hear some. I'm going to call on people. Just once upon a time long ago, we used to have a company of like 20 people, and they asked me not to call on them in rehearsal to get up and do improvs because they said it just made them nervous. So in that, I'm going to call on people. Jean, would you read yours back to me? Turn on your microphone. Here we go. I'll say the word, you say what you wrote. Glass. Some reason, Jean, I'm not hearing you. I saw your microphone come on.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can. Yes. Excellent.
Okay.
Here we go. That was our tech, everybody. Here we go. Glass. I didn't hear it.
Oh,
Now it's when you're looking that way, I can hear you.
in that way?
Yes.
All right, I'll look this way.
Now I hear you. Yeah. Glass.
Full.
Noise.
Volume.
Expert.
Master.
Terminal.
Cancer.
Spent.
Exhausted.
Nice. Ray, you want to go? Here we go. Glass.
Break.
Noise.
Loud.
Expert.
Whistle.
Terminal.
Death.
Spent.
Or.
Nice. All right. Terry, you're the next one on my screen. Here we go. Glass.
Houses.
Noise.
Scratch.
Expert.
Mike.
Terminal.
Mike.
Spent.
Lottery money.
Nice. And the last one on my screen is Taylor. You ready, Taylor? Your microphone is, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Glass. Good to see you again, by the way. Glass.
Absolutely. Broken.
Noise.
Loud.
Expert.
Master.
Terminal.
Number 5.
Spent.
A lot of money.
That's called being prolific. A whole phrase. Wonderful. Yeah, interesting the responses to terminal too, because that I was thinking of like the number 5 terminal, the train station, something like that. I love the variation. I'd love to do this in an expanded version. Oh, anybody off screen wanted to read? Just give me a yell. Patty, I notice your microphone is on. That might mean you want to read.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Glass.
Crack.
Noise.
Loud.
Expert.
Best.
Terminal.
Final.
Spent.
Broke.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you. Oh, wait, Penny's microphone is on. What did you want to read, Penny?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Glass.
Menagerie.
Noise.
Loud.
Expert.
Novice.
Terminal.
B.
Spent.
Gone.
Excellent. All right. I want to do another version of this. Let me check the time first. Okay. Yeah, we have time to at least write this. and what this is I'll say a word and write as much as you can about it in the short amount of time that I'll give you. And see, your challenge is to not stop writing until I say the next word. Here we go. First word is justice. Next word is amalgamation. Next word is oligarchy. Next is cavalier. And the last one is pre-recorded. Excellent. How many managed to write the whole time? I raised my hand, but I didn't write a thing. Excellent. That's the main thing. I've just sent the playwrights a warning that they have 35 minutes left, and that is their cue to watch for our first suggestion. And we'll take these suggestions on the chat feature again. I would like for people to type in an idea of what one of the characters picks something up. What do they pick up? Just type it in there, something that a person might pick up. I'm sending this in via text. A character picks up, could be a hatchet, a Metro card, a dirty washcloth, a seashell, a virus. Oh my goodness. These are excellent. A bar patron, wonderful. A chewed on hamburger. I'm gonna, Ray Valpy, I'm gonna go with the hatchet. A character picks up a hatchet. Excellent. All right. All right. Let's hear these. Looking for the spot where I wrote them down. I'll take volunteers now. Raise your hand if you want to be the first one who reads this extended version of word association. You have 3 seconds to volunteer. 3, 2, 1. And that is Taylor who's volunteering there. Okay, Taylor, turn your microphone on for us. And here we go. Justice.
Is a many splintered complex thing for me and for thee. Amalgamation, everything together everywhere all at once. Oligarchy, too much cologne, too much money, not enough common sense. Cavalier, King Charles's spin-off with a carefree attitude. Pre-recorded, scripted, droning, boring.
Cool. Excellent. Who's next? 3, 2, 1. It is Penny. Let's hear it.
Are you going to say the word or mine?
Which would you like?
Why don't we say it together? No,
I'll
you can
try.
say it. You can say it.
All right. Justice.
Will prevail no matter what happens or where, because Judge Judy is on it.
Good to know. Amalgamation.
It's something I always thought was put in dental fillings, but I could be mistaken. I often am.
Sounds good to me. Oligarchy.
Bernie Sanders loves to say that, but I always think he's ordering a type of sandwich.
Must be a very rich one. Cavalier.
Used to be a decent basketball team from Cleveland, but that was a while ago. I haven't really followed them lately.
Pre-recorded.
This session will be viewed by millions of people as such for decades to come, no doubt.
That's what I'm thinking. It's usually what happens. Yeah. Okay, Terry, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Fabulous. Should I read the prompts? Or
Yeah,
you want-
go ahead, because I
Okay.
think in song lyrics.
Oh, okay, cool. Justice.
Justice is a voice from deep inside, screaming for
Amalgamation.
amalgamation station. Blend it all together and suck it down.
Oligarchy.
Oligarchy, monarchy, malarkey, sparky, farky.
Cavalier.
The Cavalier Spaniel is a beautiful dog.
Pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded baby noises have been provided for your educational purposes.
You know, what strikes me is you kept changing the formula of your response, you know, like from a song to a list of words that rhyme to.
Well, you said to just
Yeah.
make it up, right?
Yes, I know. I tend to just like, I get started on something, I keep doing it that way. That was cool. I say it as praise. Jean, you want to read yours?
Okay, but I only got halfway through each sentence.
Perfect. Love it. Justice.
Is important, and it seems.
Amalgamation.
So many things have happened in the last 20 years, and I don't even know where to start.
Oligarchy.
Well, there it is. The US has moved from a democracy to oligarchy.
Cavalier.
I'm so incredibly frustrated with the Cavalier way.
Pre-recorded.
And I don't mind listening to pre-recorded info because then I can fast.
Wow, you know, you've got yourself a series of prompts there that you could do anytime on your own. Just finish those sentences. Awesome. Ray, you ready? Here we go. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah, like
Ju-
Gene, I write more slowly. So here we go.
Oh man, I am the slowest. All of my plays that I've written for this are like 2.5 pages long, and all the other playwrights are like 10. Okay, here we go. Justice.
Which is hard to come by if you're dot,
You-
dot, dot, fill in the
There we
blank.
go, Gene. You're not the only one. Amalgamation.
And after it was all mixed together, we had quite a mess. If you dot, dot, dot.
Oligarchy.
Before blowing all your hopes on democracy,
Cavalier.
this is the worst way to behave in front of your grandma.
Pre-recorded.
So I really hate all that canned laughter, which is from dot,
Very
dot,
nice. I like these cliffhangers. They're great. Chandra, can I take your coming on screen as volunteering?
Yes, I can volunteer now.
Thank you so much.
An email out.
Thank you so much. All right, here
Sure.
we go. Justice.
Now I have to find that. Okay, here we go. Always in theory, rarely in practice.
Aye. Amalgamation.
When she put the blueberries and goji in the blender, what came out really can't be described.
Oligarchy.
It used to be just a word for the spelling bee, now a reality.
Oh man. Cavalier.
Is something about horses or fish?
Pre-recorded.
Buzz, blah, blah, blah.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna, before we do the next thing, I'm gonna get another suggestion from y'all. 26 minutes left. Here's what I'd like. Why don't we send them something really stagey? And a typical stagey thing, like the curtain falls, or however you want to interpret that. Something stagey. A kick line like that. That is stagey. Thank you, Terry. Exit stage right. Yes, intermission. Wonderful. These are all fabulous. Terry, I'm going to go with a kick line. And I'm going to say a kick line forms. There we go. All right, now back to us and our games. Here's what I'd like. I'd like you to take whatever small amount of time I give you to just describe an object, whatever object you want. For example, if I had picked a pine tree, I might say something like, the pine tree was tall. However, I'd like you to go on a little longer for at least 3 sentences. Make sure you get 3 sentences in. And I'm only going to give you about 30 seconds or so. If you haven't decided what the object is yet, go with Sing Bowl. Ready? Go. You've got 10 more seconds. Excellent, excellent. Did anybody get 3 sentences written that fast? All right, let's hear them. Who just said okay?
Jean.
Jean, do it. Let's hear it.
All right. The quiet fan was oscillating off to the right. It was quiet, and she was grateful for that. It had 3 speeds and could spin and swirl the air throughout the room.
Wonderful. Who's next? Just turn your microphone on, and that will be my indication that you are coming next. And if you don't turn it on, I will volunteer. I think the last person who went was Chandra. So why don't you go second this time, Chandra?
Sure, and Chandra.
Chandra.
Yeah, no worries. Rolling on the waves, seasick, but not the nauseous kind. There's a bow and a break, though I can never remember which is which.
Fabulous, fabulous. Let's hear from Terry, then Ray, then Taylor. Let's go. Terry, you're up.
I'm not sure I got this right. But
It's
I
always
thought we were
right.
supposed to. Okay, all right. Then can you guess what I'm describing?
Okay.
Okay. The first sentence, it was round like a pregnant mommy's belly. Second sentence, it was red like Christmas, cheery and bright. I hear that horses love to eat the rinds. What am I talking about? I didn't mean to make that up, but I thought that's what we were doing, was picking an object.
That was great.
But do we know what it
guess?
was? What is it?
An apple?
Apple.
Almost. Watermelon.
Horses eat
Yeah.
watermelon?
Sorry, I got that. Yeah. Okay, I'm muting myself.
All right, give me a second here. Oh, geez Louise. Hang on one sec. Because I'll tell you what happened in a second. I sent both those suggestions only to Laura Valby. So all the other three playwrights are getting them all at once. So we'll hear how that all turned out in a bit. I'm just reminding myself that whatever happens in improv is absolutely right. So yay me, a new way of doing it. Okay, Ray, you're on. Let's hear it.
I got one sentence. Here we go. The globe stands on 3 pegs and sits waiting for audio input in order to enhance projection of the music.
Oh, excellent. And who did I have a person number 3? I think it was Taylor. Her camera is off now. So if you want to come in, Taylor, let me know. But I'm going to move on to, I think, Patricia. Patty, did you want to read?
Yeah, sure. I also have picked globe.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
Spin it for 30 seconds. Place finger on next vacation spot. Does Expedia have tours to the forests of Borneo?
Wonderful. Penny, I see your microphone is on. Is that because you want to talk to us?
Sure. Okay. I knew it right away as soon as I entered the room. That rug had no backbone. It just lay there and let people walk all over it.
Fabulous. Fabulous. I wanted to try something tonight. Oh, I'm getting floating emojis. That's wonderful. I didn't know that was going to work. I wanted to try something tonight. If you've been here before, you know that I often get ideas about what to do in the jam from what has happened on this particular day. And this is Agatha Christie's birthday. So all of you who wrote those cliffhanging sentences, you were inadvertently reminding me of a theme for tonight, mystery. So here's what I would like to try. And that is, I'll give you like a minute or two to describe that same object, but to do it with a mysterious or sinister tone. How is that an object that inspires suspicion, mystery, fear, something that is Agatha Christie-like? And your time starts now. Thirty more seconds. 10 more. 3, 2, 1. I can't wait to hear them. Just if you're wanting to read, go ahead and switch your microphone off. Patty, your microphone is off. So you want to go first?
Oh, that was by accident, but okay.
There are no accidents.
Okay. The apocalypse has reshaped the world's population. How will the survivors learn who else is still alive? Are there people left on every continent as the world turns?
I love it. I love a different mood. Jean, I see your microphone is off. Let's hear it.
As she walked through the empty house, she heard the quiet whir of an oscillating fan. It was hard to tell where it was coming from. She thought it was coming from the dining room, but when she ventured in that direction, it began to sound like it was coming from the upstairs. But when she headed up the stairs,
Cliffhanger is the word of the day for this one. And speaking of cliffhangers, I want to pause the readings for just a bit and send another suggestion to our playwrights. How about a line of dialogue? Something a character would say.
What do you think, Deborah?
Oh, I never want to see you again.
Go ahead and type it in.
Say that again?
I never want to see you again.
I heard it. I never want to see you again is one. You've changed is another. I hate to say this, but anyone else got a suggestion? Type it in there. Did I understand what you just said to me? What's that? The only thing longer than opera is death. Yeah. I'm only going to say this one time. When I walk out that door, I'll probably come back in. Well, Chandra, that is so specific, and I would love to just throw them something specific that they have to deal with. So I'm going with that. When I walk out the door, I'll probably come back in. There we go. All right. Now I've lost track of who's read their mysterious object. Ray, I'm going to say, since your microphone is on, you're ready to read.
Just a reminder of what I was describing. Is that
Already looks a
globe,
bit sinister.
is that globe on all the time, even if I haven't switched it on? Is it always listening? Is it also able to see what's going on in the room? Why is smoke starting to ooze out its grill? Why is it levitating and starting to shine? What?
Very sinister. Lovely. Give me just a second here. I got to figure out how to let Taylor back in, who looks like she's in to me. Hang on just one sec. Now I think she's in. Taylor, I hope you're in. All right. Now I'm looking for my next volunteer. She's in twice. Taylor, if you can hear me, I have you in here twice. So, Penny, looks like you're ready to read. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
Do you remember what my object was? It
I have
doesn't-
an improviser lack of short-term memory. Remind us.
Well, this will make sense, or it won't. Okay. Seemed innocent enough at first glance. welcoming even. But as soon as one stepped across the threshold, there was no turning back. It was determined to trip you up. It was a rug.
I remembered. I remembered. Excellent. Excellent. Who haven't we heard yet? All right, Terry, let's hear it.
All right. Watermelon, Dateline edition. Where did it come from? Watermelon had been out of season for 4 months, and everybody knew that an unwatered watermelon will blow. Why did the watermelon blow? Perhaps it was her shape or her taut belly, but only her husband was home that night.
Ah. I like these so much better than I've ever liked Agatha Christie, to tell you the truth. Jean, did you read yours? I've lost track with doing several things here. Yes, Ray did. Chandra did, I believe. Yes. No. Okay, let's hear it.
She held him by a limb, dangling over the edge, seawater splashing on both of their faces. Yes, they were seasick, but not the nauseous kind. It was the fear of holding a life in her hands and the unknown of what was on the other side if you fell. The boat rocked and rolled with the pounding of each wave, her grasp getting even more precarious between the wet of water and sweat and finality.
Whoa. Very nice. Very nice. Is there anyone left? Is there anyone who hasn't read who wants to read? Those were awesome. Dang, we're running out of time. I have another one I would like to try if you're all up for it. This is a description of a room. So just pick a room, and if you haven't decided yet, do a kitchen, because Sam was thinking about kitchens earlier. And every so often I'll just start a sentence for you. And if you could throw in that sentence with its ending, that would be great. So let's start with the time was and go. Another sentence starts with, there was a smell of. If you haven't already, please describe the windows or doors or furniture or all of it. a sentence starts, but one thing was out of place. And the last sentence starts, of course, then I knew. Take about 30 more seconds to do whatever you want with that. Just take like 5 more seconds. And that is excellent. And before we read them, I would like to send the playwrights one final suggestion. And, you know, sometimes I have this thing that I call a technical suggestion. Yeah, let's do that. I was thinking of something else, but let's give them like a lighting cue or a set cue or something like that. There was a flash of light. Yeah, something like that. In fact, I'm going to send them that one because they are, oh yeah, there's some good stuff coming in. I'm going to put in the flash of light though, because we are running out of time. There we go. That's the last suggestion. All right, let's hear these. Who wants to go first? Taylor, you're holding your head. I hope you're well. Shall I just name people? I'll just go for it. Wait a second. Somebody just sent me a chat and I cannot make this ridiculous machine. Okay. Okay, Taylor, I see it. Okay, who wants to read? Jean, let's hear it.
All right. The time was 2025, but you would never know it by the look of the kitchen. Walking in, it reminded Sarah of 1980, with its yellow flowered wallpaper and faux wood cabinets. She noticed the smell of lilac. It felt strong. As she walked around the windowless room, she remembered the first time she walked through the doorway, finding her mother laid out on the floor, her arm twisted and out of place. The downstairs neighbor informed her that the medics were on the way. And of course, she knew that this would change everything.
Cool. Thank you. Wow. I love a mood change, especially in improv. You get it so seldom. Chandra, you look poised. Are you ready? You want to read it? Let's do it.
Sure. Okay. The time was 4:45 a.m. They had physicians scrubbed her hands under the gushing water and the soap that smelled like antiseptic. There was a smell of antiseptic in the whole room, to be honest, because the cleaning crew diligently baptized every corner of the space with the stuff to make unalive any and all germs that might have found their way on the operating table, the tools, the glossy linoleum floors, and stark white walls. But one thing was out of place. The doctor noticed it as she turned off the faucet. She turned to the head nurse. Of course, then I knew my wife was planning a surprise party for me, and she knows how much I hate surprises.
Well, that was a surprise too. Thank you, Chandra. Loved it. Terry, you want to go?
See, I have it on 2 different pages. So wait, that's Agatha Christie. Don't on the back part. That's it. Where's the second page? Oh no, go to somebody else, cut to someone else, and I'll get ready.
All right, I will. Who was I just? Taylor, you want to go? Are you with us, Taylor?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
A quick service kitchen. There was a smell of dinner. But one thing was out of place. The counters were not swept clean. Jars and baskets and cabinets open. And then I knew Scooter had not been fixed the way we all thought he had. Ray and I were going to have a conversation about it later.
Sorry, Taylor. That was great. That's just my alarm going off. I have to put this thing away and call them all back, but I do want to hear more people. Time's up. Come back quietly. We're still reading. All right, who wants to go? I'm seeing, yeah, Terry.
Sorry about that. It was on the back page. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay. Room is the kitchen. The time was 4:20. Not quite time for dinner, but the preparations had begun. There was the smell of toasted nuts, which was the basmati rice boiling low and slow on the back burner. While I watched the rice, I looked up at the light fixture, once new, had a faint gleam of misted oil. Note to self, wash that. But one thing was out of place. My mother's timer had gone missing. Of course, it had to be my son, fascinated with anything mechanical. That's all I had time for.
Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you so much. Ray, you did this online volunteer thing that I'm beginning to look for.
As usual, I got a nice short one here.
All right.
The time was near sunset, so the light struck the dust just such that it was an obvious, so that the dust was an obvious feature of the wood workshop. There was a smell of sawdust. The table saw sat silently, waiting for orders. The workbenches are an amalgamation of what happened to be available when they were installed. But one thing was out of place. The bicycle was off its hooks. Of course, then I knew that the bicycle raccoons had been added again.
Sure. Reincorporation is always so satisfying. I'm flattered that you used the word amalgamation. I'm like, oh, I did that. That's wonderful. Thank you. Penny, I see your microphone is on. You ready to go?
Yep. Okay. The time was past up. There was a smell of heavy smoke as it emanated from the oven at an alarming rate. I rushed to open the only window inconveniently located above the sink, tripping over the table and several chairs in my frantic attempt to allow in some fresh air. Looking around, I realized something was out of place, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then, of course, I knew what it was. It was me. I obviously don't belong in a kitchen.
Very nice. Very nice. I want to take whatever time we need for people to read who want to read. Who didn't get to go yet? Who didn't get to go and wants to go? I'm looking around on all these windows. This is going. All right. Who am I missing here? Hello, Maury Vase. You're there. You're with us. We see you just in time. All right then, everyone. That was a great jam. Chandra, you didn't read this one? Let's hear it. Oh, you did. Oh, okay. I thought so. All right. All right, folks, that was a great jam. I highly encourage people to watch that. We had a lot of moods, a lot of nods to Agatha Christie, just a lot of fun. Really wonderful. What's going to happen now is our playwrights. Welcome back, playwrights. So sorry, I was texting all the suggestions to Laura Valpy for some reason, but you know, last month my entire computer shut off and somebody else had to run the jam. So it was, this was better than last month. What's going to happen now is we have to have the playwrights cast their new plays, and that's going to take us about 10 minutes. It's going to be a very cold reading. So I would love to see everyone back here at 8:35 or 35 minutes past whatever hour you happen to be in. If you want to stick around and watch the backstage, that is a-okay. I'm going to type in the websites of the two producing companies, ours, which is Freestyle Repertory Theater, and also Synergy Theater, if you want to check out what our companies are doing. And also, if you want to give a donation to either of our companies, that is always very much appreciated. We also have a Facebook page, if you do Facebook. It's called Right Away Afterwards, and that's just for folks who've done Right Away. So if you want to go there and join that, this is a great time to do it. Otherwise, you know what? I talked for a minute. It's going to be 36 minutes after the hour. So we're going to intermission. See you later. Okay, let's cast these. Lisa, you were number 1 on the roster. Who do you need in your play? You got your microphone off still. There you go.
All right. Sam, would you play Nikki? And Mary, would you play Shirley? And Valps, would you be Dr. Stern?
Excellent.
And the audience too, a few, yeah.
Laura Valpy, who do you need? What do you want?
Okay. Who's feeling like they could like air guitar it with like I'm a little bit looking at you, Sam Johnson. I'm a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, but you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, Lisa, will you please, this is not, will you please be the camper? Sam, are you up for it?
Yeah.
All right.
I was enthusiastically saying I'm up for it even while I was
Nice.
muted,
Okay. Will
but
you please be
yeah.
the rocker?
The rocker.
Yeah. Mary, will you please be the ranger, the forest ranger?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hear this one because you're the only one who got the first 2 suggestions spaced apart.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, thank you.
So sorry about that, but you know, that's what makes this show. Next it was you, Mary Darcy, right?
Yes, I think it
Okay.
was. And Laura, would you play Chrissy?
We need to know which Laura.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laura Valpy.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yes. And let's see, Lisa, would you play Jill? And then I need Marty. That would be Sam, if you don't mind. Laura Livingston, Fran,
Okay.
and I guess do we have I guess I can play Jean. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sam.
I have everybody's in it. Lisa is Lisa, Valpy is Valpy, Mary's Mary. Laura Livingston, will you play Scottish Army Guy 1? And
Love
I'll
to.
be Scottish Army Guy 2.
So
Intriguing.
excited. All right. So just a reminder, hit reply all and attach your script, send it to all of us. I sent you, I think the email was called like email chain for tonight or something like that. So just hit reply all on that. And that way, whatever happens, 4 other people have a copy of your play.
Okay.
All right. And it looks like we've got about 6 minutes left in this intermission. So off we go.
Why isn't it sitting?
I don't think I have Mary Darcy's yet.
I just sent it. I was having trouble sending it. So
Okay. All right. Fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. Looks like we've got 3 more minutes.
I don't have Mary's play, and I remember during rehearsal, her play didn't come to me. Can somebody send that to me?
I'm doing it right now.
Thank you.
Let me know if I did it right, because I've been a bit haphazard.
I see it.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, I think we're back in 2 minutes, and I'm going to see if I can't get away and back in that amount of time. All right, folks, it's time to come back. I've realized that I did not type our websites in. One is freestylerep.org. Oops, freestylerep.org. Hey, people are watching the video, write these down. Freestylerep.org is our website, and Synergy Theater is spelled ER. Theater.com is another place you might want to go to. And all donations are very much appreciated. And what else do I have to say? Hope you enjoyed the refreshments. If you didn't, complain to the management. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to read these plays that just got written. And the first person who's going to read is Laura Valby's play is going to get read. If you're, for folks who are watching, you can go to that video icon. Oops, I just turned mine off. go to that video icon. There's a little caret beside it. You can go to video settings, and you can scroll down and hit hide non-video participants if you would like to not have people's names all over what's being read. And that's all I have to say about that. Now let's go over to Laura Valpy and tell us what you got in mind here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I need to actually pull up my script. So my suggestion that I received was the sound of broken guitar strings. I, as usual, wrote oodles of stage directions. So I'll be off screen, but I'll read my stage direction. And then everyone else can go off screen, except we will start with, I believe Lisa, I cast as playing the camper. So once we get all off screen, then I will introduce, and here we go. So yeah, I see a couple people still.
Yeah,
go ahead, Laura,
I'm
go
one
ahead.
of them. If you're not in the play, just turn your video off. And I'll also ask people who are not actually reading to turn their audio off. Taylor, your video is still on, and Maury, your video is still on, and mine is too. So I better get out of here.
And in any which way, it's all good too.
I can turn it off for you, Maury, if you like. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to do that.
Okay, sure.
Hang on one second here. Laura Valpy, your co-host.
Okay, do I just press stop video on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, great. All right, here we go. We'll just call this broken guitar strings. Here we go. Dusk. Sound of crickets. A campfire. There's a lone camper with their guitar.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope.
Twang!
Dagnabbit! Stupid old. God, now, how am I supposed to?
The camper tries again.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is.
Twang!
Spitballs! Where seldom is heard a discouraging.
Twang!
Ah!
The camper smashes the guitar.
Fart, fart, fart in a bucket, stupid old thing.
The camper picks up a hatchet and hatchets the guitar to pieces in a rage, and finally tosses the pile of broken bits into the fire. The campfire burns bigger and brighter, and then burns a big rainbow of colors, and out from the fire emerges the rocker.
I am just now unmuting, but that was a huge performance you missed.
The rocker performs an epic air guitar riff. And then the camper's tent, and a tree, and a bear, and the forest ranger appear, and they all perform a kick line to the most awesome air guitar riff ever. The camper gets swept up in the kick line, which transforms into a ritualistic circle around the rocker and the campfire, and the ritual builds and builds and builds until, in the middle of an air guitar riff,
twang, twang.
Oh, boo, get off the stage.
Twang, twang, twang.
Oh, get him.
the tent, the tree, the bear, and the forest ranger, and of course the camper jump on and attack the rocker.
You suck. Get
You
off the
suck.
stage.
Get off the There is a scuffle, and the fire burns bright for a moment before being completely snuffed out. Darkness. Silence. Then very early morning pre-dawn light appears. The nearby tent looks tattered. Limbs dangle from the closest tree, and the camper lies alone in the middle of where the campfire once burned, now covered in soot and broken guitar pieces. The forest ranger enters, carrying 2 cups of coffee and tin camping cups.
When I walk out the door, I'll probably come back in.
What now?
Well, that's what I told my wife when I started this job. When I walk out the door, I'll probably come back in. I wasn't too good at seeing things through, you see. Wasn't too sure I'd like it anyway. Hell, sometimes I do hate it. So I was sure it'd just be another thing I'd quit.
The camper rises from the fire pit and takes the cup of coffee from the ranger.
So?
So I was wrong. Turns out nature was calling, and when she calls, you listen. How about you? Are you a giver-upper? Do you usually give up? Well, what do you hear?
From the fire pit, a flash of light, and then blackout. Maybe there should have been one more twang. Probably one more twang. Twang. Thanks, you guys. I love that. Come on, Sam. That was amazing.
I'm so sorry.
Lisa with the
I'm
guitar.
muted. That's Grandpa can't work Zoom so good.
That was awesome.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Wow.
I should remind us all of what the input
Oh, yes,
was
of
that we got
course.
from the audience. The first one was a character picks up a hatchet, which I think in this case was an axe, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because well, that's what I thought. He's picking up his axe there. And the second one was a kick line forms, which of course Laura Valpy was the only playwright who got those separated by any amount of time. Everyone else got them both at the same time. Then we also had a line of dialogue. When I walk out that door, I'll probably come back in. And the last one was, there is a flash of light. Thank you so much, Phelps. And people in the audience, when the plays are over, if you want to pop on and give some applause, that's great. And I love seeing your emojis go by. Lisa, are you set? I don't know why I'm doing it in this order, but I did. There you go, Terry.
Hey, it's improv, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it up.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, we have a play based on the first line, I now pronounce you, and the last line, the divorce is now final. And we're in a psychiatrist's office in the Bronx. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'll be reading stage directions off screen.
Remember when Judith, the shaman priestess, said, I now pronounce you husband and wife? I knew. Like deep in my gut, I knew. You know when you just know? That was the moment I started looking for a way out.
Jesus.
Trying to be really honest here.
Yeah, but shit, that's a real gut punch, Shirley.
I don't say it to hurt you. I say it because we're trying to get to the bottom of this thing.
So we never stood a chance. Is that what I'm hearing? Everything that came after was all doomed. This was never going to work. Jesus.
Not saying I didn't love you. I'm not saying we didn't have great times or that there weren't times I thought maybe I'd been wrong.
But Shirley, 40 years. For 40 years, you knew?
Nikki, you're my best friend.
How can you say that?
It's true.
You're looking me in the eye and you're killing me.
I care about you.
Did you even want to be a mother, a wife?
Of course I did, just not with you.
Oh, man. Hits just keep coming.
We said we were going to be honest. Is that not what we said? We'll be 100% honest in here, right?
Yeah, but nobody really means 100% honest when they say that.
I'm supposed to cherry pick?
Yeah, of course you're supposed to cherry pick.
What should I have said?
I don't know. You could have said we've been drifting apart these past years. Now that the kids are grown up, I want to explore some other aspects of myself. I'm attracted to women. I'm in love with your best friend. Any of these would be preferable.
You're doing great work there. Oh,
Great work.
sorry.
You are both doing great work here.
Great work.
You see, Nikki, great work. Doc, did you think 100% honesty meant 100% honesty, or am I the only one who misunderstood those words?
I think we should hear from Nick. What's your truth, Nick?
Total honesty, huh? Okay. I'm really going to let you have it here. I mean, I'm going to let it all out right now.
Nick picks up a hatchet, begins making chopping motions in the air.
Why is there a hatchet in here?
Standard psychiatric props. Tissues, fake notepad, hatchet, hidden cameras, hidden guns.
Props. Wait just a doggone minute. Are you not a real psychiatrist?
I play one on TV.
TV.
Yeah, sure. I signed us up. They told me they needed a happy couple to balance out all the unhappy whack jobs that usually sign up. We're supposed to be the stable, long-term, happy couple that every reality marriage and therapy show needs. Oh, God.
Live TV?
Oh, yes, it is. Who knew we'd get a confession like this right out of the gate? 40 years. And the schlep had no idea. Whew, she made quite the fool out of you, old Nicky. What are you going to do about it?
A kick line forms with all of the other contestants. They prance, they dance, they kick to the sky. The music plays, guitar strings break, drums drum.
We're back from our commercial break. Nicky has a hatchet in his hand. Shirley's been fooling on him for 40 years. Will Nicky whack Shirley? Let's find out. Take it away, Nicky.
Nicky swings the hatchet repeatedly with one hand, catching its handle in the other.
I oughta. I really oughta.
Audience cheers.
Where the hell was the audience? Nikki, I never would have said those things in front of an audience on live TV. I mean, I just thought we were going to try to make things better, which is what you told me. You told me you were coming here to be better together. And I'd say everything, 100%.
Yeah, honest. I know.
But there's more. I knew on that day that we weren't right for one another, that I should have waited. I should have grown up more. But here's what I didn't say, Nick. I didn't say that I grew to love you in a way that I never thought would be possible. That each day your kindness changed me. It opened my heart to the kind of man you are. That on days when I thought about walking out the door, I also thought, when I walk out that door, I will probably come right back in. You're a good man, Nicky. And like I said, you're my best friend. And those feelings I had in my gut, they were wrong. Because these 40 years have been amazing years. And I hope we get 40 more. Are you unhappy, Nick?
No, I've never been unhappy. I knew from the minute Judith said I now pronounce you. Are you?
No, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Then why did you agree to come?
I thought that you asking me meant that you were unhappy. And I couldn't stand that.
Dr. Stern, Maury, we don't belong here. We really are the happy, stable couple. So you aren't going to get to say those words to us. The divorce is now final because we're not getting divorced. Not now, not ever. Right, Cheryl?
Damn straight, Nick.
Damn. Give me that hatchet and get the hell off my stage. I never get to say it. And I truly love to say the divorce is now final.
A flash of light as the studio posts a sign for the audience. Boo, and boo they do. The end. Yay, you guys were great.
That was great. Thank you so much. That was amazingly I mean, that was almost realism, compared to what we get with all these wacky suggestions thrown in. Awesome. Thank you. All right, Mary Darcy.
Okay, I'm going to read one of the characters, but I'm also going to stay on and read stage directions.
Okay, you can turn your camera off while while you're reading stage
Oh,
directions if
okay.
your character
Yeah,
enters.
why don't I do that? Why don't I
Yeah.
do-
All right, and
let me-
I will look for the
Wait,
script.
I think I need Mary's script. I'm not seeing it. Sorry, I should have caught
I'm
this
gonna forward
before.
it to you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I don't know why
No,
I sent it to everyone. I don't know why.
That's okay. No worries, we'll get it. Sorry, I didn't catch that until now. A second.
So, Mary, if you could remind us of what your suggestion was, and
Yes.
give us any setup that we need to have.
Yes, the suggestion was caterpillar. Oh, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was now. It was, hang on, let me go back and see if I can find it in the exactly what it was.
Caterpillar Protection Fund.
Yes, Caterpillar Protection Fund. That's what it was. Caterpillar Protection Fund. I went a little far astray, but okay. All right. So, interior of a sparsely furnished Soho loft.
I don't feel like going anywhere today. I don't want to work.
So much to do, though. There's painting and unpacking and furniture to buy and all the things we need to do to spruce this place up. We're gonna spruce this place up. We're gonna make it a home.
It was a home.
We're gonna make it your home.
I need to rest. It's only been a few days.
10, Chrissy. It's been 10 days. He's gone. He's not coming back. He's not worth moping over. He was never worth moping over. I know it sounds really cruel, but it would have been worse if you'd gone through with the wedding. It would have been messier. I mean, splitting things up, who owes what to, well, you know.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cruel. I can't stand to see you like this. I hate what this is doing to you.
I know. I'll be better tomorrow. Where are my snowballs?
Your what?
My snowballs, my snacks, my caramel corn. I just want to sit and eat a while. I want to binge watch Law and Order and flip through my high school yearbooks and figure out where I went wrong.
You didn't. It wasn't right from the start.
You weren't there.
I didn't have to be.
He loved me. He loved me. He took care of me. He knew when to bring me ice cream and what my favorite flowers were, and he made me laugh.
Unloading of boxes, pulls out a hatchet.
And he banged a cocktail waitress the night before your wedding rehearsal. We tried to like him, Chrissy, but he wasn't good enough for you. Chrissy, he was never good enough for you. I hate what he's done to you.
Waving the hatchet around.
I'd like to.
You're going to fix us. Jill, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I do. But I can't right now. I've got to lay down.
Noise outside the door, partying and reveling. Marty and Jean and Fran fall in the door.
We brought pizza.
And tequila.
And dance music. Jean turns on the music and the kick line forms. Come on, baby, come dance with us. You love to dance.
I can't. All of you, I can't. I love you, but I can't. He was my whole world for 4 years. I can't just get over him in 2 weeks. I love you, but you have to go.
What are you gonna do? And don't say go through the yearbooks and
No, no yearbooks, no, not those.
Well, you have to go back to work. You have to get it together.
No, I quit my job.
What? How are you gonna?
It's his parents' company. I had to cut ties. I sold the ring. His mom felt bad. She told me I should. I cashed in some stock.
so what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Rest a while. We'll see, I guess. I love you guys, but you have got to go. Go. Seriously, I'll be fine. But leave the pizza.
When I walk out the door, I'm gonna turn around and walk right back in.
Chrissy settles in with a pizza for a Law and Order marathon. There's a flash of light. Days have passed. The Law and Order theme plays to the end, and the sun starts to rise. Chrissy wakes up slowly, starts picking up the pizza boxes, cleaning, putting the apartment in order, picks up a can and a paintbrush, looks around the room, deciding where to start.
She just needed time.
She just needed to go in her little cocoon for a little while.
Chrysalis. She just needed
need her little chrysalis.
Yeah.
Just Chrissy and her little chrysalis.
Yep.
That's what she needed.
Yeah.
We have one more play to read. I do want to say before we read it that we tend to hang out afterwards. It's our little version of a cast party. Officially, I call it a talk back. So after the last play, if you want to hang out with us, everyone in the Zoom room, please feel free. And with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Sam Johnson and madly look for where I put his script. Take it away, Sam.
Okay. Well, I asked for something you can do in a dream and not really anywhere else. And so what I got was jump in time and location. So that's what this little playlet is about. I wish I had about 3 more days to make it really make sense, but whatever. It's gonna we're at first draft, Okay, so I'll read the stage directions and everybody's in it. Okay.
Do we all start on stage or
Sorry, no, Valpy's on stage. She's the only one. And then everybody else comes in as they show up.
Thank you.
Okay, a sign indicates we're looking at a black stage, and a sign indicates we are at the top of the Space Needle in Seattle, and a woman, Valpy, checks her watch impatiently.
Where is she? Shit.
There's a flash of lights. A small 2-person craft appears on the stage. Another woman, Lisa, emerges from that craft.
Sorry I'm late. I got hung up in Egypt. The transporter was battling a lot of heavy pyramidic energy interference.
It happens. But I think it's all right. You're only a few minutes late. Are you ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be. If we're going to stop the Scottish Water War, there's no time to lose. We've got to jump 20 years into the future and travel to Scotland. Let's go.
Lisa and Valpy climb back into their craft and close the cockpit. The stage lights go down. The lights come back up. The Space Needle sign is gone. A sign says Scotch Army Headquarters. Valpy and Lisa jump out of the craft with laser pistols drawn.
Freeze, nobody move.
But they are alone.
Shit. Where is everybody? I thought this was supposed to be the headquarters of the Scotch Army. How can we stop the water war if no one's here?
A door opens and a woman staggers in. This is Mary. She's wounded. She has a thick Scottish accent.
Who are ye?
Time and space travelers from the past. We've come to stop the water war before the Swiss army destroys Scotland, sending hundreds of thousands of time-traveling refugees into the past.
Too late. The war was a couple of minutes ago. We lost. But we managed to send hundreds of thousands of our kin 25 years into the past. so they can raise an army that will meet us in the future and help us fight our enemies from Switzerland.
It's because I was late in Egypt. We've got to go back and adjust the pyramidic energy interference so I'm not late getting to the Space Needle and picking up Valpy to stop the war.
Shit. Okay, let's do it. Sit tight. She'll be back.
Bobby picks up a hatchet as she and Lisa jump into the transporter.
Quick, we're off to Egypt 20 years and 1 hour into the past.
The lights go down on stage, and when they come back up, there's a new sign, Pyramids, Egypt. A group of Scottish army guys stand nearby, huddled, looking at the transporter. Lisa and Valpy step out of the transporter.
Nothing to see here, Scottish Army guys. Keep moving.
Scottish army guys in Egypt? That's weird.
Never mind that. The energy interference is coming from inside. Get in there and smash it with the hatchet.
Just then, the army guys swarm into a kick line, blocking Valpy's way into the pyramid.
Move! What are you doing? I need to get in there.
We're the Scottish Army refugees from the future, sent back in time to train for the war with Switzerland in 20 years. We were sent back here 5 years ago so we can raise more troops for the war that will happen in the future. Somehow we ended up in Egypt.
When I walk out the door, I'll probably come back in.
All the time and space travel has harmed the wee brains of some of our troops. It's been very hard on them.
Well, we are on a mission to stop that war. If you weren't dancing here, we could have gotten inside and disrupted the pyramidic energy that has interfered with our transporter, putting us off schedule.
And now we've lost time. We need to get out of here before your present self shows up and creates a rift in the continuum.
Quick, get in.
They jump into the transporter again. The lights go down, and when they come back up, the sign now indicates we're back at the Space Needle. Women climb out. They stare out across Seattle.
Well, that was a bust.
Yeah, complete failure. And I'm not even sure I understand what happened. It's very confusing. But the great thing about time travel is we can start over again tomorrow.
Lisa and Valpy high five. There's a flash of light. Another transporter is now on stage. The cockpit opens, and Lisa and Valpy step out. There are now two of each on stage. They stare at each other for a beat. Then,
Shit.
shit. The end.
Oh, oh man, a tragedy. Ending on a tragic note. Thank you so much, Sam, for proving that improv is a serious art form.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wanted to keep going.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
yourself.
not smart enough to figure it out, but
Well, I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that was our last one for the evening. Of course, we'll be back in October. I think that Lisa and I are back in October. And you can, yes, October. I was time traveling there for a second. I didn't know what month this was. You can go to synergytheater.com and go to their performances, their online performances, and sign up now, register now for the October show. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for being here. People who've not been here for a while, it's great to have you back. People who tried it out for the first time, I hope you will come back. It was all great. I would like to thank anyone who's ever made a contribution to this project. And I would especially, of course, like to thank the New York State Council on the Arts for their support of Freestyle Rep. If you're staying for the talkback, stick around. But for now, I'd like all the playwrights to get back on stage. Everyone get back on stage, on screen, as we call it in the 21st century. Thank you all for coming. Give everyone a last round of applause. If you're leaving us now, see you next month. If you're sticking around, the talkback is starting as soon as I stop this live custom stream service. Everyone who's streaming us, go to synergytheater.com and sign up for next month.